The air in Incheon carried that kind of electricity only a BTS night can create, the kind that makes every heartbeat sync with the bass tests echoing from inside the stadium. Before the gates even opened, fans from around the world were already lined up, waving light sticks, whispering theories, and refreshing their phones for every update from the Run Seekjin EP.TOUR Encore soundcheck. The story of this night begins with a pulse, a vibration, a single note from the stage that turns the waiting crowd into a sea of anticipation. Stay until the very end, because what unfolded in those few minutes of soundcheck became one of the most talked about moments of the entire tour. Inside the Munhak Stadium, the crew moved quickly, cables crossing under spotlights, microphones being tested. Jin's voice cut through the noise, warm and clear even during rehearsal. The audience outside could hear fragments of melody, just enough to imagine the full song that would come later. Cameras clicked. 1,000 phones tilted toward the same direction. This was the clip charge moment, the spark that begins the story you are about to hear. Before we go deeper, don't forget to subscribe, because tonight's journey through sound, light, and mystery will make you feel like you are standing right there in Incheon. Watching it all happen, as the soundcheck continued, something changed in the air. The chatter among the fans grew louder, mixed with disbelief and excitement. Some thought they recognized a familiar silhouette moving near the stage. Others said they heard a second voice, one that blended seamlessly with Jin's during a brief harmony check. Whether it was a guest appearance or simply the magic of expectation, that instant became the heartbeat of the night. People online began posting clips, rewinding frames, and comparing angles. The hashtag for the soundcheck trended within minutes, filled with slow-motion videos and captions wondering if another BTS member had joined Jin even for a second. The cameras zoomed toward the center of the stage where Jin smiled, adjusted his mic, and spoke to the staff. He looked relaxed, brighter than ever, his uniform jacket catching the fading sunlight. Every movement was magnified on fan screens. He laughed, tapped the mic stand, and suddenly the crowd outside screamed again, not because of what they saw, but because of what they felt. The possibility that another familiar figure might step forward kept everyone holding their breath. It's that feeling that keeps viewers watching. The space between certainty and surprise. Jin's Encore tour was already special. After months of preparation and the emotions that surrounded his return to the stage, this Incheon show was more than just another stop. It was a celebration of persistence, of music reconnecting artists and fans after distance and time. The soundcheck wasn't only a technical rehearsal, it was a reunion of hearts. Every note he sang seemed to carry messages of gratitude, memories of the years when BTS filled stadiums together, and promises of what's still to come. In that context, any sign, any sound, any glimpse of another member becomes more than a rumor. It becomes a symbol of brotherhood that fans hold onto with hope. Halfway through the session, the lights dimmed for a brief adjustment. The stage glowed in soft amber, and the fans outside could see silhouettes moving again. Someone shouted a name, then another, until the crowd was chanting together. In that echo, the idea of a surprise guest grew stronger. The sound of laughter, a mic test, footsteps crossing the platform. These tiny details painted a picture that fueled every timeline online. Some said it was Jungkook's voice harmonizing softly during the final mic check. Others insisted it was just the crew. Either way, the emotional impact was the same. The sense that the BTS bond was alive on that stage, unseen but deeply felt. If you're watching this video right now, keep your eyes on the frames that follow. Notice the way the lights flicker, the way Jin glances to the side for just a second, the way the crowd's noise rises before any confirmation appears. This is where the mystery lives. This is why fan cameras keep rolling even when nothing seems to happen, because sometimes the smallest gesture becomes the biggest story. That's the mid-clip teaser, the turning point where anticipation peaks. Don't click away. What happens next ties every rumor, every sound, every heartbeat into one unforgettable memory. As the music built toward the final rehearsal song, Jin stepped forward, eyes closed, hands gripping the mic stand. The crowd outside swayed even without hearing the full track, just feeling the rhythm through the walls. Then, for a brief moment, another tone entered the mix, a harmony so familiar that it sent shivers through the listeners. Whether it came from a backup track, an offstage mic, or someone joining in unseen, the audience reacted instantly. Online chat exploded again. Was that really him? Could Jungkook have joined for the Encore soundcheck? The speculation spread faster than the beat itself. Yet through it all, the focus stayed on the music, on the perfection of the performance, on the unity that defines BTS. When the rehearsal ended, Jin waved toward the stands, thanking the crew, his laughter echoing across the empty seats. The sun dipped below the stadium roof, painting the sky with gold and violet, the official colors of the fandom glowing brighter in every lens. Outside, armies hugged, cried, and refreshed their feeds to see new clips. The feeling was contagious: hope, nostalgia, excitement all at once. Some videos captured what looked like another figure leaving the stage. Others only showed shadows. But by that point, it didn't matter whether it was proven or not. The magic of the moment had already written its own truth. The bond between members, the connection with fans, the story that continues even in silence. Now take a breath and imagine being there. The wind carrying Jin's laughter, the stage lights flickering, the collective heartbeat of thousands waiting for the encore. This is not just a concert. It's a reminder that music connects people beyond borders and time. Every rumor, every cheer, every tear is part of that connection. And that's why you're still watching, still listening, still feeling it right now. If you're enjoying this journey, make sure you've liked the video and subscribed, because the Encore night has only just begun. In the next chapter, we'll follow what happened after the soundcheck, how fans discovered new angles, how the first official clips confirmed the details of Jin's set, and how the story of this night became part of BTS history. Until then, keep your notifications on, keep your hearts open, and remember, sometimes the best moments are the ones that live between the lights and the echoes that end the end. Whether Jungkook truly stepped onto that stage or simply lived in the rhythm of the crowd's imagination, the feeling was real. The unity was real. Jin's voice, the fans' chants, the energy of Incheon. All of it became one unforgettable heartbeat that will keep pulsing in every replay, every share, every memory. This is why people stay, why they rewatch, why they wait for what comes next. Because in the world of BTS, even a soundcheck can feel like a legend being born right before your eyes. So stay tuned, stay curious, and let this night in Incheon remind you that music doesn't just fill stadiums, it fills souls. Like, share, and subscribe to keep walking with us through every echo, every rumor, every harmony that turns into history. Until the next light rises on the Run Seekjin Encore, thank you for watching, thank you for believing, and see you in the next story. As the night deepened over Incheon, the lights from the stadium shimmered like waves across the city skyline. Fans who had witnessed the soundcheck couldn't stop talking, replaying clips, slowing down every second that might reveal a hidden harmony or silhouette. The atmosphere online turned electric, uniting armies across time zones. Whether it was Jin's radiant energy or the thrill of speculation, one thing was certain: this encore had already become legendary before the first official note even began.